Let's rewind the clock to in April 1995. The stage was set at Bridgetown for the first test between Australia and West Indies. On a pitch that offered just enough to keep the bowlers streaming, one man rose above all, that is Glenn McGrath. In the second innings, Glenn McGrath unleashed a classic spell of fast bowling. 22 overs, 6 maidens, 68 runs and 5 big wickets. His line was tight, his length immaculate, and his patience unbreakable. Each delivery was like a question West Indies batter could not answer. With this brilliant performance, Glenn McGrath helped Australia bundle out the mighty West Indies for just 189 runs. That collapse opened the door wide for the Aussies. They did not just walk through it, they stormed in chasing a small target. Australia knocked off the runs without losing a single wicket, sealing a dominant 10-wicket victory. This match marked the rise of Glenn McGrath as a future legend, a bowler who would go on to rule Test cricket with relentless accuracy and silent aggression. Now let's relive the golden spell and enjoy the genius of one of the greatest fast bowlers the game has ever seen.
McGrath, good competitor. Interesting bowler. Still gaining in confidence. Still convincing himself that he's good enough to play at this level consistently. Very affable young man. Very focused fast bowler. Plays down the line. There's no wicket for 8. It's always serious, Michael, if an umpire loses the confidence of the competitors.
Seeing one still not too convinced.
Bill for a catch behind, he's gone. McGrath has struck. And so the West Indies young openers have failed again. Williams going, Port Murray, Port Healy, old McGrath. A lack of discipline at the top. And joy for the Australians.
Lack of discipline, definitely. That was not a ball to be playing that type of a shot at. Ball bounced appreciably just outside off stump. Short William goes, it's 2 for 25, the West Indies. And this is why Carl Hooper has to be coming to the crease quite early. Microphone in the ground really telling the story there. You could hear the distinct nick.
Played and beaten. Beautifully bowled by McGrath.
That was an excellent delivery from McGrath. That's what he should be concentrating on. Pitching the ball pretty much in line with the stumps and getting it to go across the body. Excellent delivery.
Lara's edged McGrath, caught behind, across the body, and Brian Lara has gone. The man that the Australians fear most has played across the line fractionally, and McGrath, as Jeffrey Boycott said, that skidding action, just a bit of extra across the bat of Lara, and Ian Healy did the rest. And this is the Lara dismissal.
Yeah, good delivery. He's pitching on, maybe about leg and middle, going across him, perfectly bowled, making him play, and he's earned that a bit. He's bowled pretty well this morning.
Last night it was 15 overs for 13, and well, the runs per over didn't really count last night. They had to go in without losing a wicket. They achieved that, but unfortunately...
LBW.
Just short, I think. McGrath. Warner's been excellent today. Saying perhaps he grabbed a little but just couldn't reach it. just in front of him. He's been in good form today.
I think he would have needed to come forward for that catch, because it certainly was falling short of his hands.
Well, he's tempting him, is McGrath. Really intelligent bowling. He did that about an over ago. But the feet do not move, you see. There's just a little shuffle there of the feet. He's miles away from the ball. Get that foot to the pitch of the ball. It's right up there. He could have almost trodden on this ball. But look where the foot is. It's a foot and a half away from the pitch. Just a careless swipe at it.
Doesn't really have to rock around that far when he's playing the hook shot.
Just over leg stump. That's why Glenn McGrath has reacted like that. Jimmy Adams just falling across his stumps, and fortunately the bounce saved him there, Michael.
Yes, that wasn't very far from the leg stump at all. As we saw there, Jimmy Adams ended up well outside his off stump after playing the shot.
Leg before. So McGrath gets another wicket. West Indies have lost their 7th, and Winston Benjamin's quite aggressive innings comes to an end.
Well, that's just what McGrath had been looking for, and another very good delivery. Ball pitching and cutting back sharply in towards the right-handed batsman. That ball hit him before his bat could come down, and as you can see there, hit him very much in line with the stumps. It's 7 for 170 West Indies.
So Curtly Ambrose comes in. And remember his little confrontation in the first innings with McGrath. Winston Benjamin out to this delivery.
Definitely no doubt about that at all. Obviously hit plumb in front. That left leg not coming a long way forward.
Digging it out well. Has got a half-century in Test cricket before, and in fact a half-century was made against England when the West Indies were in some difficulty in Trinidad some years ago. If he can do what Winston Benjamin has done, just to give the West Indies 20 or 30, would be helpful. Well, one fast bowler clouding another down through mid-wicket. It certainly gives one great satisfaction, the other sheer frustration.
Did produce an excellent delivery to Lara earlier on this morning, pitching in line with the stumps and going right across his body. Apparently his captain now wants him to go around the wicket to Curtly Ambrose and concentrate on pitching just outside the off stump. Let's see if he'll still be trying to carry it away or bring it back in to the left-hander.
He's out, straight into the lap of the mid-on fielder. West Indies have lost their 8th wicket for 178. So Ambrose's little innings finishes and McGrath gets him once more.
Well, we know Ambrose is batting at number 9, not considered to be one of the front-line batsmen for the West Indies, but that was an irresponsible shot. No need for that at all. His job should have been to try and stay with Jimmy Adams. It's 8 for 176 West Indies.
The batsman is Courtney Walsh, comes in with an almost hopeless position now. McGrath now to the new batsman Walsh. It's going to be very difficult for the adjudicator for the Man of the Match award. So many of the Australians are in there with chances. This man must have one. He's lofted that over the top, and it's got enough carry on it that it will go all the way to the ropes. Typical Courtney Walsh stroke. Got out to that similar stroke in the first innings, but it was off the leg spinner of Shane Warne. The ball went right up in the air. This time it went for 4. That's the end of it. Huge swipe. So the West Indies in no mood here to extend the match any further. With Kenny Benjamin to come, 9 down.
I'm not too sure what the plan is for this West Indies lower order. Again, here we see a big wind-up, big heave-ho, missed completely, and the stump shattered. It's 9 for 180, the West Indies. Well, the new batsman, Kenny Benjamin. The new and the last. With that shot from Kenny Benjamin, I think he probably took his cue from this shot from Courtney Walsh. Stumps completely shattered.
Full toss. So 3 to Kenny Benjamin. West Indies lead just pushing on. But he's a tall man, Glenn McGrath. He uses his height to full advantage. You've seen him bowl with a bit of pace here, and certainly he's got bounce. It's been an impressive performance by him. End of the over, and just to ensure that Benjamin is kept on strike.
Glenn McGrath was not your typically tear-away fast bowler. He did not rely on raw pace or big swing to trouble the batters. Instead, he built his legacy on one priceless skill: unshakable accuracy. Time after time, he bowled that perfect line just outside of the off stump, making batsmen play and regret it. His control was machine-like and his patience was endless. He did not just bowl deliveries, he set traps, waited for mistakes and struck with ruthless efficiency. Glenn McGrath turned simplicity into an art form and showed the cricketing world that you don't need to be fast to be deadly. Glenn McGrath made his Test debut for Australia against New Zealand in November 1993. And over the next 14 years, he became a legend. He played 124 Test matches and took 563 wickets at a remarkable average of 21.64. His best bowling in an innings was a devastating spell of 8 for 24, and he claimed 29 5-wicket hauls and 3 10-wickets match hauls. His economy rate of 2.49 reflects just how difficult he was to score against, and his strike rate of 51.9 shows how often he took wickets. Though his batting was not much to write home about, he scored just 641 runs at an average of 7.36. His real job was with the ball, and he did it better than almost anyone. Beyond Test, Glenn McGrath also had a stellar first-class career. In 189 matches, he picked up 835 wickets at an impressive average of 20.60. He recorded 41 5-wicket hauls and 6 10-wicket match hauls, with his best bowling once again 8 for 25. His economy rate in first-class cricket was an outstanding 2.37, proving that accuracy and control were not just limited to the international stage. Whether he was playing for Australia or for New South Wales, Glenn McGrath always delivered. When it came to facing the mighty West Indies, Glenn McGrath never backed down. He played 14 Test matches against them and took 65 wickets, an incredible average of 19.90. He registered 4 5-wicket hauls, and his best bowling figure in an innings against them were 5 for 44. During the mid-90s, the West Indies still had big names like Lara, Carl Hooper and Shivnarine Chanderpaul, but McGrath consistent outthought and outbowled them. Glenn McGrath will always be remembered as one of the finest bowlers to ever play the game. He did not rely on sledging or showmanship. His ball did the talking. Alongside Shane Warne, he formed a lethal partnership that dominated Test cricket for over a decade. Glenn McGrath proved that bowling smart and staying disciplined could outshine even the fastest bowlers. His legacy lives on just not in numbers, but in the respect he earned from players, fans and cricketing legends around the world. If you like this video, please comment, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching.